Everyone's still finding their footing in this early part of the season, Grant. How important is it to get off to a really hot start?
Oh, it's so important to get off early to a good start, BA. You really want to build some momentum early. In some ways, it can really set the tone for the rest of the season.
So here's Dallas's starting group. Luka Doncic is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Thibault in at the 3 slot. Now here's Doncic. Three-pointer Embiid. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Embiid's consistency from deep is really quite remarkable, and I just see him continuing to take his game to new heights.
Here's Mills. Bridges outside. Fires from deep. Here's Johnson. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Doncic outside. Isaac finds Irving. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, I tell you what, Kyrie is an absolute magician inside. I mean, it's obvious that he works on his finishing, but he works on big guy drills too. That makes him even more impossible to deal with. I don't know if we've seen a better finisher in the history of the game that's 6'5" or short.
And Embiid with the block. Here's Isaac. Rebounded by Johnson.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Mills against Thibault. Here's Simmons. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
Yes, surprised to split the season series last year. These guys have confidence in themselves against anyone they face.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
That's good from Doncic.
And, you know, what's most impressive about Luka Doncic is how fast he has become a bona fide star in this league. I mean, you get the feeling he's nowhere close to being done improving yet. But I believe those games at the highest level in Europe really prepared him to be a star in the NBA.
4 on the clock. The 3 from Curry. And no good. And it's Dallas the other way. They're fresh off the win against the Pelicans.
Oh, my. Talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Thibault. Off the mark there with a 3. And Luka's the kind of guy you build your team around, Clark.
Yeah, and I think this next step is being a franchise player that learns how to lead effectively. It's incredible how much he has already accomplished at such a young age, and his transition coming to the NBA from Europe has been, I think, surprisingly seamless.
Now Doncic. He's coming off a 25-point game against New Orleans.
And he gave them headaches with his defense. Constant activity at that end with 4 steals to show for it.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Picked by Isaac. Doncic with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. 6 on the shot clock. Doncic, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
And it's Simmons missing. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 so far. Up top, Embiid. Outside for Irving. Embiid, a screen on Bridges. Irving for 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Brooklyn trailing. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Outside Simmons. Thibault against Mills. That's tipped. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at the Thunder. They're making moves up the standings, claiming that fourth spot.
Well, I think for Dallas, they've been giving their all in every game, eager to show those who doubted them that they're capable of being the top team.
Claxton, he's checked in for Simmons. Pass to Isaac. Bridges against Thibault. And here's Doncic. Over Curry. Dallas, no good that time either. Mills, the pass to Curry. Screen by Claxton. Curry with it. Picked up by Embiid. Curry's shot is off.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble. You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Screen by Claxton to end the drought. Out to Bridges. Curry against Doncic to the middle. Here's Claxton. And another shot. And he lays it in.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Brooklyn making some changes. Finney-Smith's checked in for Johnson. O'Neal comes in for Bridges. And Harris is subbed in for Curry. Mills against Irving. Pass to Claxton. Here's Harris. Back to Claxton. And here's Mills for three. It's rebounded by Carr. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Irving finds Isaac. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets has some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those stars. Now, can they reestablish the culture that attracted them in the first place?
Tell you what, the Mavericks are so good in the half court. It helps that Luka is virtually unstoppable in most of the sets they run. The team feels very comfortable playing a slowdown type of game.
With a 9-footer. Oh, rejected by Isaac.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
Pass to Bertans. Isaac in the post. Harris on him. Releases. Dallas no good that time either. The Mavs the slowest team in the league under Jason Kidd last season, Clark.
Well, there's no shame in that for them because they were playing to their team's strengths. They want to put the ball in Luka's hands and space the floor and let him go to work. If you have Luka, that's a smart way to play.
Silva's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Nets with possession here, trailing by 8. Harris, a screen on Irving. Mills misses off the right iron.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Now here's Irving. He played a great game against New Orleans, and the shot's good.
Boy, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
And that streaking rack attack is the mobile one drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Here's Mills. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team.
And the Mavericks making a change here. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
Now here's Dunn. And here's Doncic outside. They get the rebound. Back to Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. From deep, here's Doncic. Finney-Smith pulls it in.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Pass to Harris. Here's O'Neal. Now here's Mills. To the inside. Shot to end the cold streak. Claxton can't get it to go. Well, the Mavericks shooting only 31% to get this game underway. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Doncic missing. Here's O'Neal. Isaac covering. Outside Finney-Smith. And here's Mills for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Really good pass from Finney-Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
And so it's Dallas closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the court right now for Dallas, we've got Matisse Thybulle. Joel Embiid is out there with Davis Bertans. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Pass to Embiid. Here's Carr. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
Intelligent ball movement that time from Embiid, getting it to a guy with a better shot.
Now here's Simmons, and keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Well, Joel Embiid drawing comparisons to some legendary big men. He said, quote, "I want to be mentioned as one of the greats. That's my goal. And obviously being a Hall of Famer. But you've got to take step by step, one day at a time. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put it in. Guys?"
He's well on his way, Allie. Thanks.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Counted from distance.
And they look more confident now, putting that rough first quarter behind them.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. 11-point game. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert, you know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
Here's Embiid. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Bridges. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. To the paint. That shot is off. Excellent D there from Embiid. And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit. But, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Outside Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Connects from downtown. Johnson's got 5 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside Thibault. Pass to Carr. Irving up top. Right wing. Three-pointer Embiid. The rebound by Simmons.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Inside and out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
And overall, they were very consistent from the stripe. In fact, top 10 in the league in that category.
And when you look at their field goal percentage last season, it's obvious this was a team that made smart offensive decisions and didn't rush to take shots. Outside Irving. Embiid, a screen on Simmons. Irving, the pass to Embiid. Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. On the wing, Finney-Smith. And it's off from three-point range. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Irving with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the Nets making a change here. Curry's checked in. And out of bounds, the Nets will take it. Looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the NBA's top dime droppers last year. 5th on the list, Luka Doncic.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
Outside Finney-Smith. Outside Curry. Shakes him. That has to be encouraging. Sinking one after missing his first 5.
Seth Curry's game in the mid-range area continues to look better, taking advantage of all opportunities.
Dunn outside. Doncic right side. Outside for Green. Oh, they need this! And he buries his first look. It felt like we'd become a league where every game turned into a three-point shooting contest. But, Clark, we've seen different styles work.
Exactly, B. I mean, take Chicago during the 21-22 year. I mean, they were fantastic offensively, yet near the bottom of the league in three-point attempts. Having teams with distinct offenses, I think, makes the game a lot more fun to watch.
Dallas has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Curry against Doncic. There's the drive, and Doncic hammers it home.
Capable of slicing his way to the basket, all Doncic needs is a sliver.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Outside Simmons. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Isaac. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Ben Simmons. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Dallas?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
O'Neal, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Bridges. And it's blocked by Isaac. Doncic on the wing, pounded by Harris. Doncic against Harris. And it's Doncic missing. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Outside Simmons. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Isaac, the pass to Doncic. Dunn outside. Back to Doncic. And they doubled up Doncic. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
Mills, he's checked in for Curry. Harris against Doncic. They double him with Harris. Dunn left side. Dallas again missing. And for the Nets, they're shooting 27% in today's game. Not good. After 13 seasons with Rick Carlisle in charge, the Mavs changed their head coach in 2021, Clark.
Hiring Jason Kidd, BA, and he was a member of that 2011 title team. That was a lot of fun to watch. We saw Dallas dedicated to the defensive end under Jason Kidd's leadership. A new voice brought new energy and a refocus, and we'll see if that can be sustained going forward.
On the wing, Irving. Baseline try, and that one drops for him. Irving's got 6.
Irving has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
Mills finds Simmons. 1:51 left in the first half. And the Mavericks with some changes. Silva comes in for Isaac, and it's Thibault in for Bertans. Mavericks on D, and here's Mills for 3, and the shot is good. Harris making the play. Mills has got his second basket.
Guys, this is where Mills thrives. He's ready to shoot as soon as the ball touches his hands. Excellent catch and shoot play.
Here's Irving. Brooklyn with the board. Pass to Carr. Thibault with it. Irving for 3. O'Neal pulls it in. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Outside Mills. Clock at 6. Into the lane. And the deficit down inside single digits. Mills has got 5 points now this quarter.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Pass to Silva. Here's Carr, covered by Johnson. Here's Irving. Count it. His 4th bucket in 8 shots.
Boy, good luck trying to keep Irving down. I mean, he's more than happy to take the contact and finish right through it.
Outside Johnson. Simmons up top. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
Outside Mills. Pass to Harris. Back to Mills. 4-3. That shot missing. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Joel, you hold the lead now, but how do you build on that as the game continues?
Just keep being aggressive. I thought we did a good job defensively.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it.
Hey everybody, always a fascinating story. Our first order of business. Let's catch you up on some trades around the league.
A franchise center getting dealt is a rarity, especially a Hall of Fame level talent like Joel Embiid. The process will have a huge impact on this team.
And moving forward, a lot to like about that first half. And that is going to do it for us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Brooklyn trailing. Johnson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Seth Curry. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Mills in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Simmons, the pass to Mills. Back to Simmons. 6 to shoot. Shot from the low post is good.
You know, with his size and skill, Simmons is really good down low. I think he can score a bunch of points this way.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
They're trying to come back in this game. Now, bottom line, it's about energy and effort, exemplified by a possession like that.
Bridges with it. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Johnson. Down low. Goes up from the block. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Embiid drawing the double team. Pass to Dunn. He tries for 3. The shot comes out. Well, the Nets shooting just 33% so far in this game. Back to Curry. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Simmons, and it's blocked by Embiid.
Look at how well Embiid uses his size on defense there, swatting down the shot and doing it with authority.
Doncic is doubled. Here's Thibault. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 3rd assist of the night.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Finney-Smith comes in for Johnson. And a moment to check out the 2K leaderboard. Here were the best rebounders last season. 5th best, Joel Embiid.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And here's Mills. Give him 8. To the inside. Here's Bridges. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Thibault. And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Grant.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease. And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Claxton. Outside Finney-Smith. From close range. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Doncic with the bucket.
It's beginning to seem like they've gotten complacent defensively. They showed much more intensity in the first half.
The Nets have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Now Curry. Pass to Finney-Smith. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming in. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed, even after
the previous play is under review.
And a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Bertans checked in for Doncic.
And when you take a look at them defensively, they finished in the top half in the league in opponent field goal percentage. They really made an effort to try to make things difficult for their opponents at all times.
And they really put in the work on the defensive end last season to limit their opponent's scoring. They were all business on that side of the floor.
Undrafted coming out of college in 2016, Dorian Finney-Smith had to earn his place in the league. And DFS did so primarily with his defense initially.
A clear look for Bertans. Can't hit that one. And Brooklyn will go the other way with it. To the middle. Here's Claxton. Yep, count it.
Well, you look at Mills and the kind of passer he is now, setting up his teammates, indicative of the kind of work he put into his passing game.
Second personal. Second team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn.
And that one misses. For Finney-Smith, he's a classic 3-and-D player, Clark. Those guys are in high demand right now.
They sure are, B.A. And what a story for Dorian Finney-Smith. I mean, I remember watching him in Florida. Thought he had a chance to be an NBA player, but he just signed a 4-year, $52 million contract in 2022. And he certainly has tapped into the potential that some of us thought he had. His willingness to compete on defense, that's how you make a mark in the league. And then you add to your offensive game, and you've got staying power.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Mavericks this season trying to build a title contender around Luka Doncic, but not a lot of luxury tax wiggle room. Luka said, quote, I trust them. Whatever move they make, I have great teammates, and we're playing great basketball. Brian?
Well, no one wants to see Luka in the playoffs, Allie. Thanks for that. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Now Curry to the wing, right side, from behind the arc. Here's Finney-Smith. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Finney-Smith's got 5 now.
Good work from Finney-Smith down low, putting his size and reach to good use.
Pass to Carr. Inside. And here's Thibault from deep. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Embiid's got 4 assists in the game.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
The Nets have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Timeout called. Brooklyn.
And last season's scoring champion, Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring since Big Shaq way back in the 2000 season.
Some changes for Brooklyn. O'Neal comes in for Bridges, and Harris is subbed in for Mills. And Dallas with a change here, too. Green's checked in for Thibault. And the Nets with possession here. They trail by 11. Pass to Claxton. With the teardrop. Out to Harris. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Irving, the pass to Bertans. Yep, that one goes. And Joel Embiid, last season, the first center to average over 30 a game since Moses Malone did it back in 1982, Grant.
Oh, B.A., talk about historic company. And how about this? Also the first ever international player to lead the NBA in scoring, too. I mean, he won't be the last with the way things are.
5 on the clock. Curry against Irving. And it's blocked by Embiid. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Simmons is checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Irving. Give him 8 points now. Outside Bertans to the paint. And stolen by Simmons. Outside Finney-Smith from the arc. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's Irving. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Embiid's got 5 assists in the game.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Brooklyn has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Back to Simmons. And there's the lob. Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by Green. Bertans finds Irving. Picked by Bertans. To the left side wing. The 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And that'll be their second of 4 total games at home. Yep, that one goes. Finney-Smith's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pushing his way past the defense there, Finney-Smith knows how to maintain his composure while under pressure.
Time called here. The Mavericks decide to talk it over. And the Nets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And the Mavericks making a change here. Pass to Carr. Outside, Green. Now here's Doncic. There's the 3. The rebound by Simmons. And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
Good awareness by Simmons. He's so good at reading the defense and finding a shooter and setting him up perfectly.
Here's Doncic. Takes it inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Doncic has got 14 points for the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Simmons. Oh, rejected by Isaac. Doncic outside. Pass to Isaac. Fires for 3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Johnson uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 7.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Doncic outside. No good on the 3. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Mavericks ahead, leading by 14. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court right now for Dallas, we've got Josh Green. Luka Doncic is out there with Chris Dunn. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Isaac with a screen on Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. This Mavericks team, Grant, they're loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
You know, for such a young player, I'm really impressed by Isaac's workmanlike approach to the game. I mean, he's always looking for ways to improve and plays with the even-keeledness of a veteran.
Simmons against Isaac. Here's Mills. Knocked away. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Okay, here's what the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks looks like. On Saturday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. Dallas on D. Launches a three, buries it from three.
And there's one of the sharpest weapons in Mills' arsenal, specifically because of how fast his release is.
Dunn outside. Pass to Doncic. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding. He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Now here's Mills. Outside Johnson. To the middle. Here's Simmons. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And Doncic with the jam.
Boy, once Doncic gets on the roll, there aren't many ways to slow him down. Huge night so far.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Back to Mills. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. 11 feet out and too long on the shot. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting just 42% so far in the game. Doncic against Curry. And they doubled up Doncic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Look at Luka playing hard, which is always the way he goes. Hits a foul, but keeps pushing and takes his shot, playing through contact.
Doncic hits them both. Mills with it. Pass to Simmons. Bridges outside. To the inside. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Doncic against Mills. Doncic passes to Isaac. Good D by Simmons.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Curry against Thibault. Poke loose. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Bridges. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
And here is Irving. Doncic right side. Shoots over Curry. Again the miss by the Mavericks. For Brooklyn, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Pass to Mills. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Here's Simmons.
You know, got to stay down on the pump fake. You've heard me say it multiple times, guys. When Simmons gets you in the air, the rest of it is easy for him.
Free throw good, Simmons. And the Mavericks making a change here. And both free throws good for Simmons. The Mavericks have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Mills against Irving. Embiid inside.
You know, what I respect about Embiid, in addition to his tremendous skill and size, is his willingness to keep working on himself. He's already an elite talent, but if he sees any room for improvement, he'll go to work to make it happen.
And he makes both free throws.
This is really amazing. I mean, from March 1st, 2014 to October 26, 2016, Joel Embiid didn't play in a basketball game. 31 long months rehabbing back and foot injuries.
Now That's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
While playing with the lead, they've been working for more high percentage shots they can depend on.
Well, give Philadelphia credit. They didn't rush Embiid back.
They, in fact, trusted the process, pun intended, folks. And Joel has returned the favor. An MVP caliber center who changes a franchise. He is a franchise cornerstone piece. A great example of how being patient and doing what's best for the player ends up being a winning combination for all.
You know, one thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power, Grant.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what to do, finding his own purpose and his identity. And at times, that's meant being something of a renegade.
Looking to get back on track. Bertans, the pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down. And that's a double-double for him now.
Watch out now. The process is at work.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Hey, we all know how lethal a shooter Davis Bertans is. I mean, he can knock it down from deep with the best of them. And he's doing all of this despite losing half a finger as a child. Sometimes those disabilities or differences can actually be the fuel for somebody refining their skill at a high level.
Mills against Irving. Outside Curry. Johnson a screen on Thibault. Curry passes to Johnson. Here's Simmons. Mavericks with a rebound. Embiid's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Bertans lost half of that right ring finger in an accident when he was just 13 years old.
But you know, B.A., he never let it get in the way of his basketball dreams. It's amazing that even after that event, that accident, he was able to become a long-range marksman. Remarkable.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Now Mills. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That's on Joel Embiid.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
So he makes one of two, and the second one misses. And when you're inside an NBA locker room, how important are those vets to guide a team, Clark?
B.A., I can't put a value on the importance of quality vets who demonstrate day in and day out what it means to be a professional, who perform on and off the court in a way commiserate with being a stand-up leader. I mean, they're invaluable. There aren't teams that are successful in the NBA that don't have veterans that lead by example and with their words.
Irving for three. Brooklyn with the board. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Mills against Irving. Pass to Simmons. Up and over Doncic. Johnson with it. The three ball. He buries it from 3.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
For Dallas, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Here's Irving. Now here's Doncic. Inside. And there's Embiid. That one's good. And the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one. Now here's Mills. Down low. Out to Bridges. Outside Johnson. And the Nets, another 3.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Doncic's shot is good.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Pass to Bridges. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Irving with it, and it's Mills picking him up, and he makes it. And the Mavericks lead by 20.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Mavericks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
This was a great showing for them in the first of 2 games in the season series, stealing a 1-0 lead against Brooklyn.
And what a huge performance it was for Joel Embiid.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
Mills with it. Bridges outside. Back to Mills. Shot clock at 6. Over Irving. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
30 seconds left in the game. Here's Doncic. Takes the 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving.
Dorian Finney-Smith, Royce O'Neal, Joe.
23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Mills against Irving. Harris outside. Pass to Simmons. Now Harris. To halt the run. And that one is hammered home.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you next time.